Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Shunyavadi Paschatyad Shatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol Gaura Hari Bol Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaura Hari Bol Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Gurudev Jai Gurudev Jai Gurudev Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. Welcome Amar, Amit, Ben, Bajir, Warren, Prakash and Rishika. Very nice to see you all. I hope you're all well. And we'll jump straight into what is our session tonight without losing too much time, because we're only going till 8 o'clock. So I hope you all, Warren and Rishika and everybody else, and Amit, you can stay till 8. We'll finish by 8. So we'll have just a bit over 45 minutes time. So looking at what we have, a short recap from last week. We did send out an audio recording of Gitamrita, the nectar of the Bhagavad Gita. 2 files, introduction and chapter 1. And I hope so you had the opportunity of listening to both the introduction and the chapter 1. That will be very helpful. Then we looked at, last week, we looked at reviews of the Bhagavad Gita by professors, theologians, and so on. So we read a few out of many reviews, all very, very positive reviews, and Srila Prabhupada is praised for his scholarly presentation, and so on and so on. Then we looked at the origin of the Gita, and we looked at Vivasvan, Manu, Ikshvaku, and so on, and with some numbers of millions of years back, when the Gita has first been spoken, and then it has been spoken again by Lord Krishna on the battlefield. Then we looked at an outline, the structure, and the contents of the Gita. Then we looked at an overview and a breakdown of chapters. Then we had a few question and answers on chapter 1 and a chapter summary of chapter 1. So that is more or less what we did last week. So did you all have a chance of listening to the audio files? Hands up who did. Just put the hands up who, or hands up who didn't, or whichever. You had a chance? It's very nice, Ben, of seeing you. I hope you are well. Yes, Amma, you listen to the audio files. Amit, what about you?
Yeah, no, sorry, Papa, I didn't get a chance to listen to it.
You didn't get a chance. Okay. What about Ben? You had a chance of listening to the audio? Both audios? What about you, Prakash? Or Rishika? Never mind. If you haven't been able to listen to the audio, you can catch it up. We have a few more sessions on chapter 1. And then the next audio will be chapter 2. So now we go into a quiz. I hope it is working. I had not a chance of trying it out live. It should work. Let's see how we're doing. So the quiz on some Bhagavad Gita questions. All what you have to do is, once it's coming up and the screen share is on, you have to fill in your name and you have to copy in the quiz number, which I will send to you. And then we go and see how it goes. Okay. So, okay. So are you ready?
Yeah. What do you do?
Okay, so now I'm seeing question 1 appear, and then I see.
Okay, you answer the question.
But I don't see any questions. I see.
Answer.
What is the name of Krishna's conch shell? You can see that.
No.
How do you answer?
You click on the answer.
But when you're on the phone, do you just touch it?
Yeah, you just touch it.
It doesn't seem to be responding.
No, I think there's what you call it. You see the 4 colors. Yeah.
You click on
So
the
we
colors.
have to press. You should see 4 colors in front of you: a triangle, a diamond, a circle, and a square.
Yeah. So one person got it right.
Yeah.
This tells you the numbers of the people who got it right.
And there's a time limit, 20 seconds for each question.
Yes, I missed that one.
You just got to click on the colors.
Okay,
that's
never
all.
mind.
So Ben, do you see it? Ben, do you understand what's happening? So you see the question, and you see the answer.
Yeah.
You have to see. You see the little triangle, circle, square.
Yeah.
And
Right,
the
so then
colors
you have
as well.
Then you have to press that color.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did
You
that
see,
make
it's
sense?
different. It's different on the mobile, and it's different on the laptop.
Yeah. The only thing is you have to flick between the 2 screens. You have to see the question, and then you have to go to yours.
Oh, I see.
So we
What do you
can't see
do
the
now?
question.
Do you press
Okay.
next?
Yes. Yeah, so
Yes, but can you see? Can everybody see what is the name of Krishna's conch shell? Can you see that question?
Yeah. Not
Yes,
on our screen, though. On your screen, on the shared screen.
Yes, and then you need to press. Is it Devadatta Panchatattva Mani Pushpaka or Vasudeva? and someone got it right, it is Panchajanya. That is the name of Krishna's conch. Is
How
it
do you
clear?
know who got?
Yeah,
How
so
do you know who got it right?
Oh, that comes now. Huh? Here we go. Shall I go next?
Yeah, do next. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, here you go. Warren is on top. Look at
All right.
that.
You got a lot of points for
Woo!
that.
Okay, next. Ready. Who is on Arjuna's flag? Goddess of Fortune, Hanuman, Swastika, or Lord Ram?
The thing is, I had both answers correct, but I can't. I'm not getting any response when I touch the screen, so I can't really answer any question.
Why not?
When
Three
I touch
answers
it,
we have.
it doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
It
you,
doesn't.
you put,
It is not responding
So
when I
then you have
touch it.
to respond it on your screen.
you have to go. Yeah.
I have to go into. I have to do it through the browser.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
you have
trying
to
to
do it through the browser.
I'm trying to do it through Zoom.
No, it won't work on Zoom. You have to do it through the browser. When you logged in,
Right. So you work. I have to test that out with my mobile. I didn't know it is that complicated.
yeah.
Okay,
So on the
I didn't know.
browser.
I didn't know.
You're
I'm
on the
trying. I was
that's-
trying to play the game on Zoom. So
No, it won't work on Zoom. It won't work.
Well,
Oh,
I play it on Zoom, but I'm on the laptop.
all right.
Yeah,
So
it's different.
you have to go to the browser, right?
I'm
That's
touching.
correct.
So
I'm
Ben, you have to go to
touching.
the
But I'm
browser
touching. I'm
and press
touching
the
the answers,
color.
but it's not. Nothing's.
I
It's
see.
not
Okay.
responding.
But you have
Okay.
to do
Are
it
we
on the
ready to go
browser.
next? Are we
Yeah.
ready to go
Yes.
next?
Yes.
Yeah, you got that right.
Let's see. Warren is still
Warren.
on top with her. Oh, wow, Warren, you're doing very well. Huh? Yes, okay. Next. Who is the son of Drupat? I think we get the hang of it now.
This is strange. I have to see the question in my browser,
But you can remember who is the son of Drupat?
and then I have to go back to the.
Yes. Then you have to go back to your browser and then press the color of the one that you think it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, now I.
You're right, Ben, now. Okay. The right answer was Drishtadyumna is the son of Drupat, right?
Hmm.
And of course, the daughter of Drupat is? Who knows?
Drupadi.
Draupadi, yes?
Hmm.
Shall we go next?
Yeah.
Next.
Warren, you are really heading up the whole pack quite a long time ahead. But Ben is catching up here. Okay. Next. The conchal is a symbol of? Four answers we got. Five answers, 6 seconds left. We'll give it a guess. Okay. Vishnu. I mean, these are directly relating to the verses we studied into the Bhagavad Gita to last session. Actually, it took a long time to make these questions. Hours and hours, because it's not just, one has to quite think of proper questions. Next. Okay. Warren, you're still leading. Are we ready to go next question?
Yep.
5 of 13 question. Ashwatham is the son of? Two answers. 3, 4, 5. Dronacharya. Ashwatham is a son of Dronacharya. Yes. Not Somadatta, Duryodhana, Kripacharya. Next. Oh, Ben, you're moving up. Good. But you catch up Warren, you have to have 2,000 more points. Next. Devadatta is a consul of? No answers. One answer, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
It's quite fun. Once we get into the swing of it, it's nice.
Yes.
using Kahoot. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Arjuna. Devadatta is a consul of Arjuna. Panchajanya, Krishna. Devadatta, Arjuna. Yes? Clear? Next. Prakash is second place. Amar, where are you?
Oh, my browser isn't working that well. I'm the one that suggested Kahoot.
Yes, yes.
Hello.
What's happening?
I don't
Oh,
know.
what a shame. Okay, let's go next. Which vow did Bhishma take? We spoke a lot about that. And Rajesh, he said he never heard about the 3 vows. That's a difficult one. To kill Dhritarashtra's sons. That was one of his 3 vows. And it's not to break Dushashana's thigh. It is to break Duryodhana's thigh. Okay, next. Or run ahead. Next. 8 of 13. The middle 6 chapters of the Gita deal with. We spoke about first 6 chapters, middle 6 chapters, last 6 chapters. We got 5 answers. Bhakti Yoga. Of course. Middle 6 chapters well protected, like the cover of the book. Bhakti Yoga. Okay, Prakash is moving up. Next. Why was Dhritarashtra fearful? That is directly related to the homework question. Why was he fearful? Okay, we got all the 5. Oh, Amma, that is such a shame that you're not part of it. But the holy place of Kurukshetra favors the Pandavas. He was afraid of that.
I was trying to click on that one.
The Kaurava army was not strong enough? No. We thought the Kaurava army was very strong. Krishna will fight? No. Krishna promised not to fight. Duryodhana will make peace? No. Duryodhana will never make peace. In fact, Krishna went to Duryodhana's palace and offered to make peace. And all what he got will not give away any land what fits, even not as much as fits on a pin of a needle. So the holy place of Kurukshetra, because the Pandavas are pious and Kurukshetra is a holy place since time immemorial. So he was fearful that that will tilt the battle in favor of the Pandavas. Okay, Warren still far ahead. Next. Who compiled the Bhagavad Gita? Now that's easy. Yes, I want to see 5 answers. Yes, oh, just a second before. Vyasadeva, of course. Krishna didn't compile. Krishna spoke it. Ganesh wrote it down, the Vedas. And Arjuna, we just listened to it. Oh, Ben is moving up before Prakash. Hari Bol. Well done.
I'm finally on the board.
What's that?
I'm finally on the board.
You're on the board. Welcome. When you're in the browser, are you in my browser shared with, or you are in a separate browser?
In a separate browser. So I need to come
Okay.
out of the Zoom app. I need to close the Zoom app and then launch the browser. In that much
Oh,
time,
right.
half of the time has gone. So I missed the question.
It's that complicated. Okay.
Yeah.
I will improve this. I will improve it on my device though.
Amar, just to say, you don't sometimes have to close the Zoom. Do you have a little square button on your mobile?
No. Where
If you
will
press
I
that
find
square
that?
button, you should see all the different screens. So you can just flick onto another screen. So you don't have to actually close Zoom. You can.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I will do that. I'll do that.
Yeah, just press that square button, and then you can just flick onto that one, and then answer the question, and then press the square button. You can flick back onto.
Okay.
The,
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so that's nice. Okay, let's go next. True or false? Sahadev is the twin brother of Bhima. True or false? We want to see 6 answers now with Amar. 4 answers, 7 seconds. Five answers we got. It is false.
Damn, too late.
It is false. Sahadev is not the twin brother of Bhima. Oh, Amar. Well done. Next. The knowledge of the Gita was first given to Vivaswan. Secondly, it was given to Arjuna. First, it was given to Vivaswan. Did you get that, or were you misled? Anyone was misled and said Arjuna? Who said Arjuna?
I'm not sure if you click on the red 2. I'm not sure if it tells you.
Hmm?
Gauranga Prabhuji, if you click on the red, where it says 2 on the triangle, I'm not sure if it says.
That's what?
It tells you at the top that 2 people went red, 4
Oh,
people
no,
went
media.
blue.
Oh, yeah, it
Click on
tells you
show
two people went for Arjuna. All right. No, that is misleading.
If
First.
you click on show media, does it say? I don't know if it says.
No, it just shows a picture.
I thought it says, if you click on the actual 2 itself, does it say? I don't know if it says.
No, you cannot click. But I mean, 2 people said Arjuna.
Okay.
Maybe and 4 said Vivaswan. Good.
Maybe it's good it doesn't show it.
Ready? Amar, you have a long way of catching up. True or false? Bhagavad Gita has 18 chapters. Oh my God, it couldn't be easier than that. Someone said it is false. No, Bhagavad Gita does have 18 chapters. Okay, so that was the last of the 13 questions. Let's honor the players. Oh, isn't that nice?
Well done, Warren. Ben and Prakash, well done.
If you haven't been on the podium of the three, please don't lose heart.
I'll try not to.
By the way, I just lost a tooth. It was loose. Now it fell out.
We saw it.
You saw it? Oh, you can see me?
You can see you, yeah.
Now I look funny, right? I have a big gap. I have to see the dentist. Oh dear. So, okay, we are done. Stop share. Practice makes perfect. Okay. Quit Kahoo. Yes, it's a bit complicated. Okay, just the technical setup is a little bit complicated.
But the good thing is that it gets everyone involved and you get the answers back quite quickly, maybe.
Yes. So if I have to practice with someone, Hare Krishna Prakash, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll do more of that. We'll have to get the technical side right. I need to practice with someone. I tried to practice with my mobile, but it locks me in with the same name. It doesn't work. So is there anybody possibly in between the next 7 days available? A dentist as well.
You can call me tomorrow if you want, morning.
Okay. Rushika, are you a dentist?
Yeah, you could call me sometime and I'll practice with you as well if you want.
Okay. Just to get the setup right, to not wasting all that time at the beginning here. And I did not know how it works. It's one thing of working on my laptop, it's another thing how it works.
Prabhu, I think you got it right though. I think before.
Oh yes, Rashika, your microphone is still not working. Okay, never mind. Rashika, I have a dentist. I have to make an appointment tomorrow, and I'm sure he will see me in 1 or 2 days. Thank you very much. Yes, we'll need to sort out your microphone at one point. Okay, let's go next. Everybody is still. Don't worry, Rishika, if you didn't get on the podium. But I mean, Warren, you did very well. That means you are reading. Soon getting new phone. Okay, yes. Hare Krishna. And then we really have you fully there. Hare Krishna. Okay. Now, our next point is a fill-in exercise. Right? I need to share my screen. Can you see my screen? Amit, can you see my screen?
I can't see your screen now.
It says Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, right? Everybody can see that?
No.
No.
No?
No, we can't see it.
We are back in Zoom. Why can you not see that? Share screen. Okay, I'll have to press it again.
Yes, you can see it now.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay. The problem is, okay, that's better. So everybody can see the screen. It says Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
The first 6 chapters of the Gita deal with karma yoga and jnana yoga. At the end of the first 6 chapters, Krishna concludes the yoga system. The 6th chapter deals with Sankhya yoga and concludes with the most important verse of conclusion of the yoga system, the verse Yoginam api sarvesham, and of all yogis, he who abides, always abides in me with great faith, worshipping me in transcendental loving service, is most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. This is a conclusion of the yoga system. People generally, they are attracted by the yoga system. The yoga system means always thinking of Krishna. That is samadhi. Yes, I have even our Rashmi 6 months ago or a year ago. She said Bhagavad Gita is all about karma yoga, but obviously not. It's about the middle 6 chapters, is about bhakti yoga. And after the end of the 6th chapter, this verse is ever so important. That is a conclusion of all the yogas explained of bhakti, of karma yoga and jnana yoga. The middle 6 chapters are well protected. They deal with bhakti yoga. The Gita finishes actually in 17 chapters. We mentioned that last time. Chapter 18 is a conclusion, is a summary. Okay, here we go. Here are our questions. Do you see the full screen? Ben, Amit?
Yes.
Yes, because I have my top bar is in the way. So that is a fill-in exercise which I posted out to you. Everybody has looked at that and filled it in at home? So now that's an open microphone session. Just shout the answers. Dhritarashtra's doubt. He didn't want. What's the answer? What's the missing gap? Anyone?
Didn't want to fight.
Dhritarashtra's doubt. Dhritarashtra didn't fight.
He didn't
You
want
really have.
He didn't want there to be peace between the families.
Yes. Anyone else has another answer?
He didn't want them to fight at Kurukshetra.
He didn't want compromise. That is directly from the Bhagavad Gita. So without actually studying, reading these first few verses, it's just 13 verses, basically. Without reading that, you will only guess the answers. Dhritarashtra's doubts. He didn't want compromise because he thought maybe he asked the question, what did they do? Sanjaya. They assembled on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. What did they do? And we had this beautiful comment of Srila Prabhupada. What is a stupid question, actually. And Srila Prabhupada gave the example. Mr. So-and-so, who is painting on the slide? Mr. So-and-so, he was served a nice meal in front of him. Gulab jamins, chapatis, sabji, curd, and so on. What did he do? And Srila Prabhupada mentioned. That's a silly question. Of course, he would eat. So, come from Hare Krishna. Compromise, yes. He didn't want to compromise. Let's go on. Fear the battle. Fear of, what's the answer? Anyone? Ben? Amar? Yes, here we go. Fear of losing the battle. Who is writing on the screen? Is that Rashika?
I think we can all do that. Get the pen. I think you can.
Yes, I didn't know you can paint.
That's
I
me
think you
that's
can
doing
write.
that.
Yeah.
That's
No,
Gauranga. That's me that's
Yes.
doing that.
No, just speak out. Next. Holy place called?
Kurukshetra.
Kurukshetra. Yes. Pandavas where?
Brothers.
Huh? You have to study the Bhagavad Gita. Pious. That was his doubt. Pandavas were pious. Duryodhana's diplomacy. Can you, whoever did the writing, can you wipe it off?
I'll try to.
Now you don't even know how to get rid of it.
There's an erase.
Yes.
There's an erase, yeah.
Okay. Duryodhana's diplomacy. Insights in relationship to his disciple. Anyone? No.
Drona.
Insights Drona. Dronacharya. In relation to his disciple, we had said in the Kahu. Who's the disciple of Dronacharya?
Arjuna.
Arjuna is also. No, Dronacharya, yes. But that's not Drishtadyumna. Insights Drona in relation to his disciple Drishtadyumna. Again, without reading the verses, you will just guess. Praise his grandfather, but then ask everyone to support him. Who's the grandfather?
Bhishma.
Yes. Bhishma and Drona have affection for the Pandavas and might be. Amma, what do you say?
Lenient, no.
Yes. Well done. There was a guess. Bhishma and Drona have affection for the Pandavas and might be lenient. He wanted everyone to feel. This is directly taken from the purports and the verses. He wanted everyone to feel. Duryodhana. He wanted everyone to feel what? Anyone? Important. Okay, C. We only had A, B, and C. Signs of victory for the Pandavas. Kurukshetra is A. What did you fill in?
It's a holy place of pilgrimage.
Yes. Is driving Arjuna's chariot. No, everyone.
Krishna.
Yes. Can we have someone else speaking? Wherever Krishna is present, who is also present?
The goddess of fortune.
Are you having the Bhagavad Gita in front of you?
No.
You can. That would help if you quickly can find the answer. The goddess of fortune. Wherever Krishna is present, the goddess of fortune is also present. Arjuna's which could conquer all sides. Arjuna's what?
His bow. Gandiva.
Yeah, that is a guess. That's not in the verses. Anyone else? Amit? Is Amar still here? I cannot see the list because I'm on the slide.
Would it be chariot?
Yes. Arjuna's chariot, which could conquer all sides. Blowing. What's blowing? Oh, but that's easy. Someone else? Not Ben?
Okay.
What's blowing? Amit? Warren still here?
Yeah, the conch shells.
Conch shells. Yeah, conch shells.
Yes, conch shells blowing. Why? Conch shell is a symbol of, we had it in the Kahoot.
Transcendental
Oh.
sound. No, Vishnu.
Yes, that was a misleading question here. The conch shell is a symbol of Vishnu. Krishna and Arjuna where? Krishna's and Arjuna's conch shells where? What were they? You were close by, Ben.
They're the Panchajanya and the Devadatta.
Yes, but
No.
that's...
Loudest.
Huh?
Transcendental.
Here we go.
Oh,
Krishna's and Arjuna's were transcendental. Result, Dhritarashtra's son's hearts. It's directly from the verse. What? What's the Gita saying? Nobody? In the verse, not purport. Shattered.
shattered.
Right? It doesn't say the Pandavas' hearts were shattered when the Kauravas blew their conch. No. But the other way around, when Krishna and Arjuna blew their conch, then it says Dhritarashtra's son's heart were shattered. So that's already pointing to victory for the Pandavas. Pandavas' hearts what's ahead in Krishna? Why not Pandavas' hearts? Why they were not shattered? Why? Because?
Is it faith?
Almost. Faith in Krishna? Oh my God. What's that, Amit?
Reside.
They had a confidence in Lord Krishna.
Wow.
Is that Amit speaking?
Yes,
Yes.
had a confidence.
How did you know? How did you know? Do you have the Bhagavad Gita in front of you?
I know. I think I saw it somewhere. I can't remember.
You saw it somewhere. You just see here. So they had confidence in Krishna. So there is two more little bits. Sign of victory for the Pandavas. That's easy. Who is on Arjuna's flag?
Hanuman.
Hari Bol. Very good. He helped. Who did he help to gain victory? Hanuman.
Rama.
Hare Krishna. Who said Rama?
That was me, Amar.
Amma. Okay. Can I just... Rashmi corrected me. You saying your name not Amar, you say Amma. Is that right?
Well, it's actually Amar, which is Rama backwards.
Amar. Why didn't you correct me? I'm saying it all the time, not in the best pronunciation. Amma. Okay. So he helped Ram to get...
I'm used to it being mispronounced since I was a child. Don't worry.
Okay, it doesn't have to carry on, does it?
It's fine.
Okay, that's the end of it. Okay. Here we are again, away from all set. So now question for you, because both was a lot of work. So PowerPoint was a lot of work, hours and hours, till the small hours at night, of figuring out how the answers flying in. And well, I know now how to do it. What was more helpful? The Kahoot or the PowerPoint, or both, or none? I said, I want to hear from you now.
Both.
Both.
Kahoot was fun. Both, yeah. The questions were quite hard, actually.
The questions are only hard if you don't do your homework. If you don't read. It was only 13 verses. Ben, what do you say? Which was more helpful? I mean, can we replace one with the other? Can we just do the Kahoot and not fill in, or do the fill in and not the Kahoot? We're going to work out the Kahoot. Tomorrow morning, Ben, I will call you and we'll work it out. What is the workflow of getting that started?
No, I mean, I'm the same. I feel the same. I like both of them. We were okay. But I mean, the Kahoot is a bit more fun, I suppose, for everybody to join in, you know.
Okay, so Rushika says Kahoot was fun, but as I was on my phone, I just clicked anything on screen. Okay, that's one way of doing it. Nice. I mean, we'll get used to it. We'll in one session we will work it out how to do it. Actually, you can also download. I think so. I have downloaded the app on the phone. So maybe you could, and it comes on the phone, when in the app, it looks actually very nice, very easy. So if you log in on the app on the phone, you don't need a browser. You have an app in front of you in full screen and very nice layout. That maybe is a free download. And you will have to log in register with Kahoot, with a username and a password, with an email and a password, and then you just have to put in the quiz number, and then you are in. And I think so. We could try that tomorrow, Ben or Amit. Then you could play it directly from the mobile app. Better interface, much better. Okay, Amar, what do you say? Which one is better?
Well, I suggested Kahoot, so I would say Kahoot.
Okay. Warren, which one is a better one? What do you say? Okay. Let's move on. It was just very confusing with me. There were 4 or 5 windows open and one hiding behind the other. We'll work it out. So Ben, you could be available tomorrow morning, and Amit, when?
I can do tomorrow morning.
Also, okay. So maybe we can do all 3 tomorrow morning. Shall we fix the time? 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock? Around?
Yeah, 11 o'clock is fine by me.
Ben, what's 11 o'clock? How is that?
Yeah, 11 o'clock is all right by me tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, so Amit and Ben, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Okay, so said that. Let's move on. Our next bit is suggested reading.
I just downloaded the app, Kahoot.
Okay, good.
Can try with that.
Yes, we'll try tomorrow. Do you all have a Bhagavad Gita in front of you?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Mm.
What about everybody else?
Yes, I've got a Gita in front of me.
Do you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, because Amit rightly yesterday he mentioned last week he mentioned it would be nice to read along with it, and that's what we're doing. Okay, this is a few. That is chapter 1. The overview we had read that last time. Suggested reading points. Can someone read the purport of the first verse, the third paragraph? Who wants to do that? Third paragraph. What about you, Ben?
Is that suggested reading points to cover? Read
Amit, you have to go.
Part 3.
Okay, Amit, we work it out better next time. That was just really a live trial, because I had nobody else to trial it with. See you tomorrow at 11. We'll just do a little bit more and then we also stop. Thank you very much, Amit, for being here. Hare Krishna. So say it again, Ben. Can you read the third paragraph of the purport in text 1?
Is that Dhritarashtra asked the question, what did they do? Because he was doubtful about his son's victory due to the influence of the holy place, Kurukshetra. His question reveals his mentality of wanting to separate the sons of Pandu from the family heritage by claiming only his sons as Kurus and excluding the Pandavas. Since Krishna was present in the religious field of Kurukshetra, the virtuous Yudhisthira and his brothers would certainly be victorious over the irreligious sons of Dhritarashtra.
Okay, thank you very much. Amar, can you read the text 2, just the translation from the Bhagavad Gita?
Sorry, is it on your screen, Prabhu?
No, you have to have a book in front of you.
I don't have the Bhagavad Gita up in front of me, but is it on your screen right now?
No, it is not.
Reading area.
It is not, but I can.
Hello?
Give me a second.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry, I don't have it in front of me.
One moment.
I can hear you, yes. If you have it on the screen.
Well, I'll have to. Can you go to the database? Bhagavad Gita 1.1 or 1.2 rather. Everybody else has a Gita in front of them?
And I've got one in front of me, probably. So.
Okay, why don't you read?
It's verse 2, yeah, in the first chapter. Do you want
Yes.
Sanskrit or do you just want the
No,
English?
no, just the translation.
Okay. Sanjaya said, O king, after looking over the army arranged in military formation by the sons of Pandu, King Duryodhana went to his teacher and spoke the following words.
Okay, now we move on to text 3. Duryodhana, fearing that Drona may be lenient to the Pandavas in battle. Again, the lenient comes up from both, from the fill-in and from the Kahu. Pointed out his mistakes in accepting the son of Drupada as his disciple, which is Drishtadyumna. Now, Drishtadyumna had arranged the Pandava army against his own guru, having learned the art from him. And there is a very nice quote by Srila Prabhupada. So Duryodhana knew that Drupad Maharaj has got his son. In the future, he will kill me. Still, when he offered to become his disciple to learn military art, he accepted. Yes. That means the Brahmanas were so liberal. When he is my disciple, never mind if he kills me in the future. That does not matter, but I must teach him. Duty is duty. After all, everyone will die. So nobody should be afraid of death. This is Vedic civilization. Death is inevitable. As sure as death, who can avoid death? So being afraid of death, we should not deviate from our duties, real duties. Okay. Can we go a little bit more? I wish we can just go until 13. 4. Someone can read the text 4. Just the translation. Text 4. Amar, what about you? Or Warren, what about you? Text 4. If not, Ben, go ahead.
Okay, text 4. Here in this army, there are many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna. Great fighters like Yuyudhan, Virata, and Drupada.
We got a quote here also from Srila Prabhupada. And that is what we read last time, where Rajesh, he said, I did not know that. Duryodhana was afraid of Bhima, of his temperament and expertise in fighting. He took 3 vows to kill each of the Dhritarashtra's 100 sons, which was a question in the quiz. He vowed to break Duryodhana's thigh, which he had uncovered before Draupadi, which he did. He vowed to tear open Dushashan's chest and drink his blood. And when Bhima was fighting with Duryodhana, the battle was going on and on and on until Krishna gave him a hint. And Krishna slapped his thigh. And then Bhima knew, oh, that was the hint. Also, one is not supposed to strike any warrior below the belt area. That is not Kshatriya code. But by that time, so many codes had been broken. And to slaughter innocent children in their sleep by Ashwatam, that was not really according to Kshatriya code. Okay, 5 and 6. Can we read text 5 and 6? We're just going up to text 13, then we stop. Okay, 5 and 6. Just a verse.
Okay, there are also great heroic, powerful fighters like Drishtaketu, Sekitana, Kasi Raja, Purojit, Kuntiboja, and Saibya.
Yeah, and 6.
and 6. There are the mighty Yadamanyu, the very powerful
Maujas,
Uttamaja, the son of Subhadra, and the sons of Draupadi. All these warriors are great chariot fighters.
Okay, let's read a quote from Srila Prabhupada. So people may ask, by mentioning these great fighters, what spiritual progress do we make? And we may ask that question. What do we make? Why are we reading all that? We are meant for chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So chanting the names of these great fighters, what do we gain? That's a very valid question. But the thing is that Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe, whenever there is connection with Krishna, that also becomes Krishna. Like prasadam, we connect it with Krishna, it becomes also Krishna. Krishna wanted to gather all the demonic powers on that battlefield of Kurukshetra and kill them. That was his plan. The fight was, who would be the king? Maharaj Yudhishthira or Duryodhana? So Krishna decided Duryodhana is unfit. Maharaj Yudhishthira is fit. This was Krishna's desire. Therefore the fight, Kurukshetra. Krishna wanted to wipe out all unwanted demons from the face of the world and enthrone Maharaj Yudhishthira, because he was the exact representative of Krishna. Anyone who was killed, who died in the battlefield of Kurukshetra in the presence of Krishna, they all attained the original constitutional position, spiritual form. They all went back to home, back to Godhead. Everyone. Therefore, Krishna is absolute. Either he's killing or he's protecting. It is all the same. Oh, isn't that nice? That seems to be almost unfair. That all the fighters, even fighting against Arjuna and Krishna and the Pandavas, they went back home to Godhead. But then that is Krishna's magnanimity, that everyone will benefit who is interacting with Krishna in one way or another. Okay, 7 and 8. Let's read the verses.
There are personalities like you, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Ashvatam, Vikarna, and the sons of Somadatta, and Bhurishrava, who are always victorious in battle. There are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. All of them are well equipped with different kinds of weapons, and all are experienced in military science.
Okay, thank you, Ben. There is a quote also. Duryodhana first of all pointed out the military strength. These are quotes from lectures of Srila Prabhupada. Right? That was a Bhagavad Gita lecture in London in 73. This is intelligence. One should calculate the opposing elements. In fighting, the first thing is to estimate the enemy's side, how strong they are, how they are arranged. Then one should calculate how to counteract, how to fight with them. This is intelligence. A Bragya, an intelligent man, not only thinks of the bright side of business or anything, there is a darker side also. We should always think, if there is a thief, if there is some rogue, if they cheat us, what precautions am I going to take? So that is some good advice. So we don't read text 9. Also, Duryodhana was confident of victory. All in his army would die for joining the wrong side. Srila Prabhupada says, but in the previous verse he said, Anyecha bhava suramat arte tyakta jivitaha. Tyakta jivitaha means they have come to lay down their life for me, for Duryodhana. This is a foretelling because actually whoever joined the battle of Kurukshetra did not return. Tyakta Jivita. So it is already concluded. But also Duryodhana was very proud of his military strength, protected by Bhishma. Still, Tyaktva Jivita, they would surely die. So we can read text 10.
Our strength is immeasurable, and we are perfectly protected by grandfather Bhishma, whereas the strength of the Pandavas, carefully protected by Bhima, is limited.
Thank you. And in text 11, Duryodhana again uses diplomacy to encourage all the fighters whom we had not yet mentioned, requesting them to be alert in supporting Bhima. That is a wrong that we did before. Bhishma it is supposed to be. And in text 12, Bhima, not Bhima, Bhishma. Mistakes, huh? Bhishma tried to encourage Duryodhana by blowing his conch shell very loudly, like a lion. But indirectly, the symbolism of the conch shell foretold the Pandavas' victory because Krishna was on their side. And there is one more quote. In modern days, the fighting takes place. The poor soldiers, they come to fight, and the leaders, they remain in a safe place. It was not like that. All of them came out. Kshatriya, Bhishma Dev came, Duryodhana came, Arjuna came, and face to face they had to fight. Not that the poor soldiers would fight and the leaders would remain in a secure place. No. Kuru Vradha, the oldest man in the dynasty, Kuru dynasty, Pitamaha, he's a grandfather of Arjuna and Duryodhana, Bhishma Dev. At such an old age, he also came. This is Kshatriya spirit. When there is fight, there is no rest. And fight means either the other party shall be killed or I shall be killed. We cannot imagine that nowadays. Okay, we read one more verse and then we stop. That is text 13. Ben, 13?
Yeah, just trying to find the text 13. After that, the conch shells, drums, bugles, trumpets, and horns were all suddenly sounded, and the combined sound was tumultuous.
Hare Krishna, and here we stop. Next time we're looking a little bit more on the story with Drupada and Drona and Drishtadyumna and how that came all about. Some may know this story, others may not. And when the guru when Indra offended Brihaspati, then the demigods became very vulnerable. So that we look into that as well. And here's that next point, that the Bhagavad Gita is divided in 6 chapters, 6 middle chapters, 6 end chapter. We have talked about that. Okay, here we stop. I will stop sharing my screen. And it was an interesting session. We can improve on that. And tomorrow, 11 o'clock, we'll work out how the Kahoot. Do you say Kahoot or Kahoot? I don't know. How we going to work it out. And if it works well, we can run it on Saturday just at the end in the sharing session for a little bit of, as a fun exercise. Any questions?
It's pronounced Kahoot.
Kahoot with a T, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. We're constantly learning all kinds of things. Thank you very much, Rashika. I'm looking very much forward you getting your new mobile. and we're sorting it out. Rashika, are you a dentist? If yes, put your hand up or send a heart, because you mentioned something from a dentist before. Or text in the chat. Are you a dentist? There is a chat. There's two chats. Okay, good to go now. Yes. Yes, you're quite right. Warren is gone already. Okay, here we stop. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Haribol, Hare Krishna.
See you Saturday. Rashika, Ben, see you Saturday.